It's alive! Look at that face, yeah! You know, I was so excited to have my boys over helping me this Saturday that I completely spaced recording an intro. In today's episode, we are replacing the, drawing a blank, what's it called? Oh my gosh. The fuel sending unit in the auxiliary tank. This is kind of a test. There's a filter on those things that gets clogged from time to time, and we're testing that theory out before we spend any money on multiple of those, right? There's 2 tanks, so we bought one, we're going to replace it, make sure that that works. Then we're also going to replace that seal on the front end of the differential, make sure that that's all sealed up, put the driveline back together, put the cap on the rear diff, and let that seal dry before we fill it with fluid. But let's just get right to the video. Enough talking. Let's do it. Wanted to show off an amazing find I found on Amazon. I was shopping for new jack stands. These are 6-ton. They go up to almost 24 inches in height. I was looking at brand new. They were like $59 a piece, or not a piece, for the pair. Brand new. I got these, they were marked as used for $38. So about 40% off. I don't know exactly, but math is hard. But anyway, I got those used. They still even have the little nylon tie on there, and the tab hasn't been bent over yet. I'm guessing that somebody bought these thinking they were the smaller ones, and when they got them, they're like, oh my gosh, those things are huge, and they probably have this little Honda Civic or something, and they're trying to hold up a Honda Civic with that. But we're going to use this to hold up the rear axle, get it up in the air high enough that it's easier to work on the rear differential. Get that seal replaced in the front, get the axle painted and all that fun stuff so that we can get it put back together and looking good. That's probably next on the list. Getting the jack stands ready. The jack down there on a board. Having gravel under here kind of is a no-win. But we're gonna get the back end up on jack stands and get them up in the air pretty high so that we can get under there and work. Tavish is digging out cinder blocks so we can put underneath the jack stands to make it safe. Starting to come. Alright, I think they got it. Oh yeah, just like that. That was too easy. Okay, there's one more ring left in there. A little spring thing. That's got to come out as well. Okay, we got to figure out how to press the new one in without buggering it up. Let me get you some rags to clean that thing. We'll do this. Wow, that worked out pretty good.
Heck yeah.
Good thing we have my son here who's working on mechanical engineering.
That's as far as I can get. Is that all it needs though?
That's it. Just like that. We're ready to put it all back together. Let me get you more parts.
Alright, a little bit. Do it. Oh shit. Yeah.
Looking good. Looking good. So we're getting ready to close back up the rear differential. Tavish is working on cleaning the bolts and such, and Tabor, my other son, is down here cleaning up the surface so that we have a good surface to get a good seal so we don't have any leaks. Got the cap back on. I decided to not make a trip to the store yet. We'll do that some other time. Anytime. But while I got my boys here, we're working on the truck. Get the rest of this dialed in. Ordered us a new brake booster and master cylinder, so we're taking off the old one. The pedal just doesn't give back at all. It just drops. So we gotta get that fixed before we can drive it. Got the brake lines disconnected. Work those carefully. You don't want to spin your tubes. If you spin your tubes, you'll ruin them. And they're expensive to replace, so don't do that. Use some AIM lubricant.
Here, I need those back, damn it.
To break free the rusty bolts if you have to.
Need what? I need those back to get the leverage.
But we'll get this thing off. We've got the new one ordered. It's going to be shipped. Should be here before next weekend. And then we'll get everything put back together. Alright, I believe we just solved our fuel problem. This is the original fuel sending unit from the auxiliary tank, which is the back tank. And that is original. That thing is ugly. This is the screen that was on it, wrapped around the actual intake. And you should be able to see through those, but you can't see through that at all. Completely clogged up. We put a new fuel sending unit in there with a clean filter. Added some clean fuel. We got to get that taped back up since it's kind of raining. And we got fuel at the front. When we cranked, everything's wet under here now. We have fuel. So Tavish is going to start this thing. Let's see if it'll start. Let's do it, Tavish. See if it'll fire up. It's alive! Look at that face, yeah! Now he's like, where's my steering wheel, Dad? Oh yeah! It's alive! It's running a little rough too. What are you doing? Oh my gosh! Okay, don't put it in gear. It doesn't have any fluid in it. I was like, what the heck's happening? You could have killed me, man. I was up in front. Don't do dumb stuff. Yeah. She's smoking. All the stuff we dripped down in there, that's brake fluid. It lives. No, don't do the other tank. It's clogged up for sure. We'll get a new sending unit for it. Nice. As soon as we get some real parts on this thing, we'll be driving in no time. That's sweet. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Be sure and give us a thumbs up. Check the links down below for Amazon affiliate links for all of the products that we use in this, as well as tools and suggestions, things that I like and things that I use myself. Amazon gives me a little bit of a kickback as a thank you for sending them business, and I appreciate your support. Be awesome. Do good things, don't do dumb stuff, and be sure and subscribe and click the notification button, the bell, so that you get notified when new videos post. I've got another video of this truck on the way. Sneak peek of what that's about. Gonna get the steering column back in there. So as always, thank you for watching. I appreciate your support, and we'll check you guys in the next video. Thanks.